Perhaps no aspect of child development is as critical as the development of a child's brain. Brain development allows a child to develop the abilities to crawl, speak, eat, laugh, and walk. Healthy development of a child's brain is built on the small moments that parents and caregivers experience as they interact with a child. I am Sumontha Trahan, and today we continue with the Children and Brain Development series produced by the Austin Brighton Child and Family Service Center.
Neurons, or brain cells, are the functioning core of the brain. A neuron has branches emerging from the cell body. These branches pick up chemical signals across a connection, and the impulse travels the length of the neural cell. A single cell can connect with as many as 15,000 other cells. This incredibly complex network of connections that results is often referred to as the brain's wiring. Experience shapes the way circuits are made in the brain. A remarkable increase in connections between neural cells occurs during the first year of life. The brain develops a functional architecture through the development of these connections. Early experiences have a decisive impact on the actual architecture of the brain. Normal sensory experiences reinforce the connections between brain cells. We are born with more than 100 billion brain cells. We do not grow anymore. From birth, the brain is rapidly creating these connections that form our habits, thoughts, consciousness, memory, and mind. By the time a child is 3 years old, a child's brain has formed about 1,000 trillion connections, about twice as many as adults have. A child's brain is very dense and will remain that way throughout the first decade of life. Beginning at about age 11, a child's brain gets rid of extra connections in a process called pruning. The remaining wiring is more powerful and efficient. The interactions that parents assist with in a child's environment are what spur the growth and pattern of these connections in the brain. When a connection is used repeatedly in the early years, it becomes permanent. For example, when adults repeat words and phrases as they talk to babies, babies learn to understand speech and strengthen the language connections in the brain. The brain grows in sequential fashion, from bottom to top, or from the least complex part, the brainstem, to the more complex area, the cortex.
After birth, the brain continues to grow dramatically from an average weight of 375 to 400 grams at birth, 40 weeks. It reaches about 1,000 grams, a little bit more than 2 pounds, by the end of the first year of life. Brain cells continue to divide and multiply during the first 6 months of life. The cells from the visual system begin to finally their development about the week 40 of pregnancy, a process that will almost complete a few months after birth. The brain path from the brain to the spine is not fully complete until halfway through the second year of life. Normal functions during the newborn period include blinking, movement of the eyes on turning head, sucking, swallowing, yawning, grasping, brief extension of neck, stable temperature, and respiration. Consult your newborn's primary health provider if you notice the following during this period: lack of arousal, weak cry, convulsions, lack of movement of the eyes with the head. As a consequence of early relationships, young children seek to understand the feelings, thoughts, and expectations of others, as well as the importance of cooperation and sharing. The young child's identity is shaped by the interactions that they have with others who are significant in their lives, such as parents, teachers, and other family members. The quality of these early relationships has significant influence on early learning. At birth, an infant's brain has about 100 billion brain cells that have not yet formed the critical connections that determine a child's emotional, social, and intercultural makeup. These critical connections are primarily formed by attentive care and nurturing stimulation from the outside world. These capabilities form the foundation from which all future development builds. Whether that foundation is sturdy or fragile depends to a greater degree on the quality of the young child's early environments and the relationships. Human relationships are the building blocks for healthy development. Positive early relationships greatly influence a child's ability to achieve later success in school and in life. Relationships enable young children to care about people by establishing the human connections between self and others.